Hello everybody, this is Trisha with BAM Badasses, Alchemists, Mystics, Wisdom with Cards, August 31st, 2024. Woo! Lots of healing, lots of energy coming in for everyone. Now, I just went through 24 hours of some massive healing responses through my whole central nervous system, my head, my spine. I had to sleep, got up and moved in nature, ate a lot of fruit and drank a lot of water, and just eased through a massive clearing, download, upgrade, whatever you want to call what's going on. And from what I'm hearing, a lot of people are going through these massive energy shifts. I did a lot of journeying through different realms, got a lot of messages from ancestors, from guides, from myself, and I'm feeling much better today, and good enough to do these card readings for us, because it's really necessary to have some community and groundedness and a feeling that we're not alone. Everyone's going through massive transformative experiences, whether it's physical, whether it's with our families, our community, our life web, career, finances, relationships, friendships, health. It's all going through its shifts and transformations. So here we are together. So, card for the collective. Magnetism. We have two dove-like creatures connecting. This one looks pretty clear, a bird. This one is a little more amorphic. It's more energetic, but yet still you can see a dove or a bird form there, almost like an amoeba, like cellular light. So magnetism, to me, hi everyone, hi. Glad to see that I have friends with me today. So, card for the collective. Trust. Trust that you will, like a magnetic field, get pulled towards the people, the situations, the experiences that you are calling in for your growth, for your happiness. If we are, in fact, shaping our reality with every choice we make, with every action that we do, with intention behind it, we are in our magnetic field. We are electromagnetic beings. So in our magnetic field, we then will attract those situations, those people, those experiences, in order to shape our reality the way that we are intending. So the word coming in for all of us is trust. If we are doing our practice, being very clear that we are creators of our experience, staying in the most positive vibration that we can at the time, doing our best. We can't always be like, woo, everything's fabulous, everything's just joy, when we're going through some life situations that are heavy, like what I just went through, a whole physical transformation, lots of discomfort, lots of waves of pain. And I don't say the word pain lightly. I use the word discomfort a lot, but there was like downright pain going on the last 24 hours. Yet there is a part of me that's like, woohoo, I know this is my body getting stronger and receiving the codes, receiving the information it needs to be strong and resilient and vibrant and healthy and whole. It already is all those things. So magnetism is the card for those that are just coming in. For the collective, it is trusting your people, your experiences, situations that that are in your field to create and shape your reality the way that you are intending. It's trusting that, like a magnet, those will get pulled into your sphere of experience, and that when they show up, be aware. Oh, I've created this. I've magnetized this person. I've magnetized this experience. This is part of my path. How do I want to approach this? How do I want to do this? So that's going full force right now. Almost immediate manifestation is happening. Time and space are actually going like this, like where we're going to have immediate, and it's, I'm actually apt to say we're there. If not almost there, we're there, and some of us are there, have been there, that it's immediate. Shaping my reality, I'm intending, I'm doing the actions towards that, here it is, act on that. Oop, not quite what I wanted. Let me go back in. How do I want to shape this? Oh, okay. It's almost immediate. Linear time is becoming almost, I don't know what to say, obscure, meaningless, really. So magnetism, trust that you are attracting the exact person, experiences that you are intending to shape your reality the way that you are intending. And if things are showing up that aren't matching that, it's time to do a little internal work to get more clear, to get more focused on what is it that you want to see more of in your life, and then that's what you look for in your experiences. And those of you that are listening that are going through some challenging times, maybe with a loved one, maybe in your own life, holding space, that we all have those people and situations that are going on, yet that's even a deeper invitation to go within and to find your center, your calm, your love. And then that will radiate out into the exchange with the outer experience for people that are struggling or going through their challenges. Magnetism. All right, I do see some, yes, Carolyn, some are lessons. It's true. Okay, so, la la la. Donna, I see your request. Maggie. Donna. And Maggie. Lori, thank you for the message from your life. Yes. As a lot of teachers do, we use our own life as our teaching platforms because, hey, what else we got? If we're using other people's life, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm going through my stuff just like the rest of you. So Donna, then Maggie, and then I see Lori and Carolyn. I guess I better write these down. I was gonna try to use my brain, but let's not do that. Donna, then Maggie, then Lori, then Carolyn. Oh, and I see Amanda. Amanda, you're going to be after Carolyn. All right, Donna. And this is Sacred Earth Oracle deck today. Donna. Donna. You just got the same card as the collective. So, amplification. And I even shuffled. This to me is, the birds are really standing out to me here. What I just said. for the collective, yet for you, this is a deeper calling for you, Donna, to really revive your spiritual practice. It's really to connect with spirit. I'm getting like really massive chills right now. So whether it's the Holy Spirit or whether it's the spirit of any practice that you've done in the past, or maybe one that path that you've were on, connection with spirit, with source, and then maybe you've kind of gotten off of the path a little bit. This is an invitation to revive your spiritual practice, to connect. It's almost like I'm seeing this as you, Donna, and this is, see, it's more of a kind of a spiritual kind of energetic reflection of you. So Donna, it's really saying revive your spiritual practice, whatever that is. And maybe it's a new one. Maybe it's one that you've drifted from, that it's time to revive it and add to. But taking time every day to connect spiritually to your higher power of understanding, whether it's your higher consciousness, whether it's actual source or God or the universe or nature or just spirit in general, whatever that is for you. It's an invitation, and this magnetism is it's ready. Like I feel like spirit is just drawing, it's pulling you towards it. So making that time, it's going to make all the difference. It's going to make the path way more smooth for you. And that's for you, Donna. Maggie, I do see other requests. I'm going to go ahead and get through this list, and then I will add names. Maggie. Maggie, brilliance. Look at this lovely card. I love that word, brilliance. It's mental. It's like smart. You know, it's the mental brilliance, but it's also light. Look, her head is just lit up, and then all of that beautiful energy is going out into the world. So this is, I feel, an invitation. There's lots of, oh my gosh, there's lots of energy in this. There's lots of sacred practice. I almost see like a dream catcher here. Lots of spheres, music of the spheres, spheres of influence, energy, feathery energy. But really, it is saying you, Maggie, are brilliant. So step into your brilliance. The world needs your mind. It needs your ideas. You know, the mind gets a bad rap sometimes. You know, the left lobe, which is the logical, organizational brain, facts and all that. But we need that. We need that part of our brain. Both sides of the brain are equally important. The right lobe is more of the artist and the creative and the intuitive, yet we need both sides for our brilliance. Both sides of our brain working together, dancing together, and getting that out in the world through action. Maybe it's poetry, maybe it's through your work, it's ideas or programs or projects. Maybe it's, I'm not sure what your thing is, but this is an invitation that the world needs your brilliance. Get those ideas that may have been cooking around in there, out there. Whether it's a book or a song or a TED Talk or speaking engagements, podcasts, whatever it is. The world needs your brilliance. It's time. Because it's if you look at this figure, it's bringing light in through yourself, and it's the mind linked to the heart, linked to the gut. It's an aligned mind, a higher mind. That's for you, Maggie. All right, Lori, you are next. Yeah, isn't the artist amazing? Sacred Earth Oracle. Tony Carmine Salerno. Oh wait, no, the artwork though, is Helena Nelson Reed is the artist. Helena Nelson Reed is the artist. A lot of times with these card decks, the person's name on the cover is not actually the artist. It's usually the person that has put the cards together, wrote what's in the book, and the artist is normally someone else. Now, sometimes they don't even put the artist's name on the cover, which I have an issue with. But I'm glad to see that Tony Carmine, Salerno, and Leela Williams did put the artist on the cover, giving Helena credit for her beautiful artwork. Lori. Maggie. Poetry? Really? Is that it? Yay! I'm so glad, Maggie. Yes, the world needs your poetry. Definitely. Yeah, because that word just came forth. Poetry came forth. So I'm so glad. Thank you for that validation. So Lori, renewal for you. Look at this mandala. Look at that. Sacred geometry of the different spheres. Inner circle, middle circle, outer circle. This could be the medicine wheel. This could be all kinds of things. Your life mandala, your life sphere with you in the middle. So it's really looking at, you're in a place of renewal, rebirth. I'm hearing rebirth. I feel like I'm going to put myself in this too. That's what I said this morning after I went through. It felt like a death of sorts. It felt like I was going through, all through like lower world, middle world, upper world journey, all through my 24 hours of discomfort, and it's getting all of it, like talking to people and going through these journeys. And I woke up and I'm like, this is a rebirth. This is a renewal. So it doesn't have to be as severe as that, but we're going through death and rebirth and renewal constantly in our life. And sometimes we are going through that with our loved ones. So I think for you, Lori, what's going on in your life right now, know that there's a newness, there's a renewal happening in the midst of everything. I'm getting pulled into her, it looks like it's coming down from her throat, going into her like thymus area here. You just take a closer look at that. I'm not even sure what that is, but all I know, it's getting activated. It's getting activated. And she's pretty calm about it. So this is what I'm hearing is thymus, not quite to the heart space, but a thymus activation, which has to do with your immune system, which the immune system is really like a computer program. It gets codes. It gets codes of how to navigate through life, how to heal the body, how to heal any kind of disturbance or misalignment that's going on. It's really almost like it's hooked into like our mainframe, our operating system, and then it's getting information constantly from our highest self and our guides, and it's helping us. So renewal for you, thymus, high heart. This is huge. So in the midst of everything that's going on, there is a renewal happening with you, Lori. And look, she looks pretty calm. She looks pretty like content and calm. She's looking over at her little sphere. Like this might even be going through a little bit of a morphic change of, sometimes we have people that were in our outer circle that start to move in. We have some people that are in our inner circle that start to move out. People in your life will just show up, or new people will come in, and they then really go quickly into the inner circle because they're showing up for you at this time. And that's part of that first collective card of magnetism, that we're always shaping our reality. So this is you shaping your reality, but it's almost like recreating your reality. A renewal is looking at this sphere of your life and doing some changes, maybe a little bit of clearing out, maybe bringing in some new. It's beautiful. But she's content. She's just flowing with it. It's not stressful. So just breathe and enjoy it. Enjoy as much as you can. All right, Carolyn and then Amanda. And let me add to the list here before it gets too long. Oh, Sean and Kelly. Okay, Sean. Good to see you, Sean. Kelly. Sabrina, hi. So I will get to all of you. If you have to tune off before I'm done, loop back around to the replay, because I do have time today to draw a card for everyone requesting. Sheila. Thank you, Carolyn. You're welcome, Lori. Okay, I have everyone requesting. All right, so I have Carolyn, then Amanda, then Sean, then Kelly, then Sabrina, then Sheila. Carolyn. Let me readjust. Carolyn. Reaction. It's a powerful card. This figure's holding their throat, heart area. You see the lotus flower in their hand. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to have to pull the card and really look, but there's something interesting going on up here. What the heck's that? God, isn't this artist just amazing? Yes, lotus. And then this is coming, and it could be tears, but it's like the tears of the ancestors activating, and then there's like, it's turning into a beautiful design. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like dragonfly, even though I don't see a dragonfly. That's the energy I'm getting here. I'm going to pull this down just to take a look. I'm not sure what that is. I almost see a face, but when I pull up close, it's not. It's almost like, I feel like this is the past. Whatever is happening up here, it almost looks like there's a little like gremlin looking face here, but I feel like this is the past. This is, let go of that. Whatever that is, let that go. Lots of lotus, which is renewal. It is enlightenment. And I would say the tears that are yours, because there are some tears. There's also tears of the ancestors behind you and forward that you're processing for the collective lineage, Carolyn. And it's turning into magic. These tears are turning into magic. And what was once, like, you even see, there's a little bit of going around the wrist, almost like it doesn't feel like a binding though. Like whatever these tears are now turning into, it's like part of your jewelry. It's not really like confining you. It's not showing up as, like shackles, but it's like you have transmuted these past, got lots of chills. Past challenges that could have been perceived as limitations and shackles are now adorned as a reminder of the transformation into something beautiful. To me, the reaction, it's reacting. It's acting again. So, when we think of reactive, we're like, oh, am I acting without thinking? No, I feel like this, let's kind of separate that word. It's not like you're being reactive. It's saying you've gone through all of this beautiful transformative work and spiritual process and enlightenment, And now you're acting again from this different space. So when you meet with people in your life that are part of your past, you are acting in this new way, this new enlightened way, where all of the pain and the struggle is now transformed into adornment and sparkly, happy jewelry of the meaning of this beautiful, enlightened process, and that you're acting in a new way. That's for you, my love. You're welcome. That's powerful. All right, Amanda, then Sean, then Kelly, Sabrina, and Sheila. Amanda, grateful for you too, love. Thank you for coming on today. Always. Motion for Amanda. I don't know if I ever drew this card. I'm going to have to pull it down and take a look. Even though it says motion, it almost looks like she's sleeping. Which is interesting, huh? And she has something in her hands, which I can't really see what. It's very fluid, Amanda. So this is kind of indicating that, I don't know, you might be having some really active dreams, which are very significant. So if you're not writing them down or even remembering them, to me, this is saying there's a lot happening in your dream world. And then, you know, some say in a lot of the shamanic traditions that this is a dream that we're in. We're constantly in different levels of dreams. And we're moving through the dream world, the different levels of dream world. So, but I feel like for you, Amanda, this is really calling forth, like, what you're doing in dream world is adding to your waking dream. So if you do remember dreams, or if you don't remember them, you can set an intention and say a prayer before sleep. Please help me, highest self, to remember my dreams, and then have a little notebook. And as soon as you wake up, bloop, 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 just write down what you remember. And when I notice when I do this practice, when I start writing, then things start to come back. You know, oh yeah, that's right. I went there. I talked to that person. So really, it's saying you're always in motion, whether in dream world or whether in waking dream, sleeping dream or waking dream, that this is inviting you to get some information from your dreams when you're sleeping dreams and apply that. That's going to give you some clarity in how to move through your waking dream. Maybe with a little more ease, maybe with a little more purpose and direction and focus. We get a lot of information in our sleep realms. We go through various levels of brainwave activity. Sometimes we just start dumping. Sometimes it's just ego dumping. It's just the ego's just processing and getting rid of, gobbledygook, and those are usually the funky dreams, And then we go through another phase where we actually leave our body and we go to the higher realms for healing, for transformation, for guidance. That's usually when we get into delta sleep, which is the longest, deepest brainwave pattern. And that's when we really get a lot of rejuvenation and guidance. And if we set the intention to remember these things and then start to write, as soon as we do wake up, we can start to access the information that got downloaded or put into our field during that time. So this is an invitation for you, Amanda, to spend some time when you first wake up recalling your dreams to give you guidance. All right, that's for you, Amanda. Okay, Sean, Kelly, Sabrina, Sheila. Hopefully you're all still on. Sean. Perception, Sean. I almost have like a Medusa-like vibe here. Like, I don't know, when I first looked, I'm like, is that snakes? It could be. Could be snakes. So, it's snake-like. Definitely transformative. So the word's perception, Sean. And this figure, that it really doesn't have a gender, so that's kind of cool. There's a hand position happening here. I can't even figure out what they're doing. Something like that. Maybe, you know what, Sean? I'm gonna invite you to look that hand position, that mudra. Is that a mudra? Yeah. If you want me to, if you see this, Sean, I don't know if you're still on, you may have drifted off, but hopefully you loop back around. If you want me to send you a snapshot of this, let me know. Because this is, I'm hearing this is a mudra that could have a lot of meaning for you. Since I saw the snakes in the hair, I'm going to say the wisdom coming in is, you know, transformative times for you, but it doesn't feel bumpy. It feels like kind of smooth. The third eye in this image is activated already with ancestral codes. Like, this is already active. I almost feel like the adornments in the hair are already, there's symbols of what's already been transformed rather than what's coming or what you're in. So I almost feel like for this, perception is saying, you know, if it looks like things, you know, it's all perception. It's all how we're viewing our reality. And if we can spin the perception of anything. So it could look like your life's a dumpster fire, you know, it could look like everything's just like freaking going to shit. And if you take a minute and kind of shift the perspective to a different view, you might see, oh, but you know what? All that needed to go. And look at all of the deliciousness that's right here coming in for me. So this perception or change of view is our power. How we choose to look at our life and view things is our power here in this realm. So if you're having a hard time doing that, any of you, and you get kind of stuck in the, that's when you would reach out to someone. That's when you would process and get rid of, you know, just get rid of any stuck emotions or thought patterns, and then you just try to get clear on your consciousness and get in your heart space, and then you can spin it. Then you can take a look. Wait, everything has blessings. Everything has gifts. Every situation has goodness. So for you, Sean, this mudra, or any mudras, hand positions that are prayer, they were frequency, they bring in a certain tone or resonance into your practice. That's to help integrate and grow and get more clear and focused and centered. But I feel like all of the transformative stuff I'm seeing here is all like things you've already done. So that's for you, Sean. Perception. All right, we got Kelly, Sabrina, Sheila. And I do see some other requests. We'll see what time it is once I get through this list. And then if I still have some time and energy, I will keep going. I gotta stretch my legs out here. Ooh. My body's still a little bit sore from my big transformative rebirth that I went through last night or yesterday. Kelly. Shift. This is Sacred Earth Oracle deck. Shift for Kelly. So graceful. I have hints of wings behind this figure. See like this wing shift. You know, this is very gentle, very flowy. This isn't like a tower card where it's like, hold on to your seats, it's about ready to shift like an earthquake. No, this is like gliding. This is ease. This is a shift like the tides. Like the cycle of the moon. It's in a rhythm. It's in a pattern. You're in the flow. You're ready. And it's just naturally shifting for you, Kelly. There's a sound to it, a music, a harmony, Kelly. And it's shift. So it is change, but it's easy. It could even be fun and enjoyable. You're ready for it. You've been preparing. It's in a rhythm. It's in a pattern. Yeah. And I love that it just has this kind of angelic stamp of approval on it, like angelic support. Yeah. It's beautiful. So that's for you, Kelly. Enjoy. And if it doesn't feel this way, it's kind of what I just said to Sean, who I'm seeing just left a message to Sean. I'll look at what your comment is. Hang in there. It is, if it doesn't feel this easy, it may just be a matter of looking at your perspective on it. That if it feels rough, really take an inventory, really do your meditation practice and look at how can this be easy? How can this be enjoyable? I am ready for this. This is in flow with divine. So that's for you, Kelly. All right. So Sean, let me see what you said. You had to answer a phone call right before you pulled your card. Of course. Yes, there's a replay. So take note of the timestamp because I just pulled yours right before I just did Kelly's. Okay? Yes, and that'll be available as soon as I end here. It gets posted on there. Okay? Glad you were on. All right. So we have Sabrina and Sheila. And hi, Tanya. I see you're on. Tanya, oh my gosh, I just slept for 24 hours. I'll be texting you soon. I'll probably take today off. It'll probably be Monday. But yeah, I had quite a healing adventure the last 24 hours. So I felt well enough to do these cards, though, today. So my body's still pretty sore. All right, so we got Sabrina, then Sheila, and then I'm going to see if there's time. I saw that there's a couple more requests. I'll see if I have time and I have the energy to keep going. So Sabrina and then Sheila. Interesting. We got a double card again. Sabrina. Motion. For you, Sabrina, I want to put an E on the beginning of this, and it's going to be emotion, moving emotions through. For you, this is totally different than Amanda, and that's why these cards are so amazing, because it's wisdom with cards. Like, these cards are like little doorways for us. And then the wisdom for the person that it was drawn for comes forth. And so even though this is the exact same card Amanda got, the message for you, the wisdom for you, Sabrina, is different because you're different. So for you, Sabrina, this is about emotion. I almost see, like, this looks like a face. It's interesting, like a little face. So she is wrought with emotion, like she is processing. And this is what I want to say to you is emotions are energy in motion. They are responses to experiences. And a lot of times emotions arise when an experience we're having in the present, our brain catalogs, okay? Our brain takes snapshot of our experiences of life and it kind of stores them. And when we have an experience and our brain goes back, oh, age 5, when this happened, this was what happened, and this is how we dealt with it, and this is the emotion, and then our adult self feels that, and it like is moving in our body, or it's stuck. Emotions, energy, and motion from experiences we're having are supposed to be felt and processed and moved through. Yet, when things happen, especially when we're younger, before we have a lot of resources and ways that we can actually express ourselves, or if we didn't have parents that encouraged us to talk about our feelings or have our tantrums or go run around in the, playground and climb, and if we didn't have that, what we ended up doing was we kind of like stuffed it. So then as adults, we're having these experiences, and then these inner child pieces or these young adult pieces. I've been working on my 20-something-year-old pieces. Actually, a 12-year-old piece just came up that was working through something. And it's like, that's still in there. And so as adults then, we got to move this through. So this is motion of this energy that may be coming up from your past that just is ready to be made aware of. It's ready to move into your consciousness, into the light, to be loved, to be looked at, to be moved through. And that could be through having a good cry. It could be through dancing. It could be through working out or running or, cleaning your house, working on a creative project, painting a wall, doing scrapbooking, where you're like, okay, I'm going to give this to this part of me that's still holding on to this, and we're going to move it out. So motion, emotion for you, that it's going to free you up. It's going to loosen you up and open you up to have different experiences. Because what happens is this trapped energy that wasn't moved through when we were younger, it actually starts to like attract similar experiences, kind of like that magnetism piece. It starts to kind of spin and do kind of like a weird kind of thing where you start to like magnetize experiences that bring it up. It matches it. So move that shit through so you can have different experiences. And if in the middle of a relationship, because let's face it, relationships are usually when this shit comes up. You're on a repeat. Yes. So this is an opportunity to really acknowledge, like, okay, what is this I'm feeling? Okay, it's anger. And maybe you're in a relationship with someone or you're having an interaction. It's usually relationships. And here's the mirror, bloop, and then you feel anger. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's abandonment. Maybe it's deep sadness. Those are usually common ones. It's like, okay, I'm feeling this way. How can I let this, how can I just look at this, hold this, feel this without judging it, without judging yourself? Because it's coming up for a reason. And then move it through. Have a good cry. Punch a punching bag. Throw a pillow around. Whatever you need to do to move it through. And then you get a different perspective. Then you do some practice. You do some breathing. You do some centering. Realize that this person you're having this thing with, you're not even really angry at them. It's your 12-year-old self that was angry at your dad that's acting out. And this interaction is just reminding you of that. Maybe it really is the person. But that's the thing. We're all going through these older parts of us that are ready to heal and move this energy through. And when we honor that and mindfully do this, our relationships change because we don't need that reflection back to us because it's gone. It's been moved through. And you may notice the person you had that interaction with, once you did your process, it changes without you even doing anything other than your own work. So this is for you, Sabrina. You can do it. This is what we're all doing, whether we're mindful of it or not. It's just so much easier when we're conscious of it. All right, Sheila. Hi, Brandy. It's been a while. All right, so Sheila. Ooh, Sheila. This card flew out of the deck before I started my live, and I was wondering if it was going to come on for someone. And here it is, connection. I love this card. Lots of sea life. This may be go to the beach, spend time at the ocean, swim in the water, connect to your friends of the sea, the mermaids and the starfish and the whales and dolphins and all the fish. You're going to SeaWorld today. Of course you are. Oh my God, I love it so much. You are going to receive so much today. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. Connection. When you are going, know that these sea beings communicate through waters, and not even just like water, but this is all water. Okay, we're in water here. It's a water planet. Like this air is just a different density of water, but you are going to receive so much love and healing and guidance from the marine life there. So just enjoy and receive and give back. Say thank you. Thank them for their service to humanity. They all know. I used to have an issue with places like that, but I realized that these animals that are there, these mammals and beings, realize that they are doing a service to humanity, and so give them love and appreciation, and also the people that care for them. Like just spread love all through that facility today, that all of those beings are being treated with love and respect and honor, and just receive from them the love and the guidance that you are just going to get bombarded today. Okay, this is why this card is coming for you. So really enjoy and receive and love and give back interaction, and be the mermaid that you are. Be the mermaid that you are. Yes, enjoy them. And what I just said, like, talk to them, communicate with these beautiful beings for doing, tears of joy. I love you so much, Sheila. Just enjoy it. Spread the love to these beautiful beings that you're going to be interacting, and have fun. Parks like that are so fun. And people watch. I love people watching. People from all over the world go to these places, so you get to see their interactions. All right. That was for you, Sheila. All right. I actually have a little bit of energy. So let me see if I think a couple more people did request. Let me see. Jennifer Lee. So Jennifer Lee, if you are still on, send me a message and I can draw you a card. And Carrie Dennis, if you're still on, let me know. Oh, Jennifer, good. Let me put you. You will be next. Oh, good, and Carrie's still here. Yay! Thanks for hanging in there, ladies. So I will go ahead Sheila's saying people watching and roller coasters. I'm right there with you. I love the roller coasters. Oh my gosh. I wish I was coming with you. Okay, so Jennifer and Carrie. Jennifer. Ooh, this is interesting. Absence. Man, this card is deep. I'm going to really take a look at this one, Jennifer. I don't even know if I have words. There's so much here, like, and the word absence is the words that they choose for these cards is fascinating to me. I just get this deep feeling of like the void, like very feminine, because you got the moon. There's a lot of dark colors. You got the tree. You have this kind of hieroglyphic, kind of tribal that you would see on like a cave at her heart space. So to me, this is like, okay, here, some things are coming in. It's like ancestry. So this is like deep journeying, deep connection. And maybe it's also, this word absence is kind of honoring that ancestors that have passed, you know, people that have left the planet, that we feel their lack of presence, you know, physically. They're still there. It's not the same, you know, as being able to hug them or talk to them, you know, picking up the phone or having, you know, a one-on-one conversation. Yet I feel like this card is indicating like they're still there. You can still access their essence. To do that, though, it takes dropping into the void, dropping into the stillness, the quiet. And the void is a darker space, but it's not to be feared. You know, you hear a lot of times with journeyings, it's like you're going to the bottom of the lake, or you're going into a cave, or you go into these kind of dark places. But usually in these journeys, when you're going into these dark places, you emerge into a light. And that's where your ancestors are, your guides are, your teachers, or maybe parts of yourself. So maybe doing a practice like this where you're journeying or meditating or visualizing, where you go into the dark and you come out the other side of that into the light, into the space where your ancestors are there, that they may seem absent, but they're not. And that doing that, it's not even only like bloodline ancestors, but it's even ancestors of your cosmic. You know, we're all connected at some point, but I feel like this has like a personal feel for you, Jennifer, of connecting with your lineage. And it may even be your lineage that you never even met, but some of them are, and they're calling to you for guidance, to give you guidance and healing and love and support. So that is for you, Jennifer. Doing the journey and connecting. that's for you. All right, Carrie. My last one. I may do one for myself. Oh. Moderation. Jennifer, thank you very much. Lovely and meaningful. I'm so glad, Jennifer. Thank you. Carrie, I have my hummingbird earrings on. So these are for you. Hummingbird, the sweetness and nectar of life. So it's saying moderation here. I don't know if I've ever drawn this card, actually. How beautiful is this? So in the medicine wheel, this is the north, and this is our connection to ancestors. This is our connection to all of our support. It's the sweetness of life. It's expansion. And she is in her element, kind of cruising, kind of just being who she is, expressing. Look at her, all the colors around her crown and around her throat and down into her heart space. And, you know, the hummingbirds are just playing. Like, she understands the sweetness of life, Carrie. This is you. And it's, you know, the moderation piece, I think, is the point of when we're in extremes. Extreme, like, ecstasy or extreme depression. It's hard to view our life in a realistic way. It's really in this kind of in-between moderate space. I think about a pendulum swing a lot. I talk about this a lot in my teachings. It's like if we're like swinging out here or swinging out here, we're out of balance. Even the extreme ecstasy and joy can't maintain that. I mean, it's great when we're in it, like soak that in. It's delicious. It's be like, ooh, yes. But, you know, really, it's in that kind of moderate flow that we can sustain. And so, and it's just as sweet. It's looking at our day-to-day, moment-to-moment of what is good in my life. Where's the sweetness of life in this moment? Having that gratitude and that transformation doesn't have to be extreme. Like in this space, she could be going through transformative times with ease and joy or happiness. So it's really just being in this space that you're in and appreciating and realizing all kinds of magical things can happen. Even when life is just kind of like going without like big, huge dramas. And sometimes, you know, sometimes things happen and before you know it, we're like way off balance and it's like, oh my God, am I even gonna, you know, and we do have times like that. And then the whole idea is to sort out, get in balance, and kind of come a little more into center. So it's not as big of a pendulum swing. It's not going to offset our life so much. And that the more we live in this kind of moderate space, this kind of, this pendulum swing of here, it's doable. When stuff does come our way, it's not as, doesn't throw us off. Like we get on our surfboard quicker. We might get thrown off and get in the waves a little bit and then we're right back on. We're not, you know, getting caught in like the big old tsunami and we're drowning, you know. I don't know if this makes sense, but for you, Carrie, this is a beautiful card of just enjoy the sweetness of life that you have, and that knowing that even when the waves of change come, that they can be easy and manageable, and you can navigate them with the help of hummingbird. I'm feeling like you should maybe look up hummingbird, seeing what that spiritual message of that bird is for you. Okay, I think I'll draw one for myself before I go off. Trisha. Brilliance. Someone else got this card. Yeah, I'm really noticing how the face is just lit up. This is giving me a little push. Very similar to, I can't even remember who got this card today, but it's similar. It was Maggie with her poetry. For me, there's a couple projects that I've been working on little by little, but this is saying a very similar message that came through for Maggie. Is for me, it's just freaking do it. Just take the time to get on the computer and write and do the project. Get it out there. People need it. I have a brilliant mind. The world needs what's up here to help. So, brilliance. I actually might read the book on this one for me. But that's my card. Thank you, Trisha. All right. With that, I am complete. Thank you so much for all of you that came on, and I will most likely see you next Saturday. Ciao.